What do you want me to say?
No, you are going to sit there and say you can't sit in the wrong Rashi. And you will have wrong influence.
I'll just brief you. This is the Janamedaya. One is the Begur Agrahara and two Agraharas in Karnataka. They are holding a set of copper plates issued by Hastinapura king. इंद्रप्रस्थ भी लिखा हुआ उनके इंद्रप्रस्थ नगरी सिंहासनस्थ ये एग्जैक्ट हस्तिनापुर के जन्म प्रसन्न परीक्षित. It was collected by one British probably archaeologist or historian in 1872. But the script is Nagari. So Nagari script not existed during Mahabharata.
Yes.
It is well known. But let's see the photograph. This is the image of the Janamedaya inscription. नहीं.
It is in the book of diction. Diction, they have photograph. In my recent book, I have given this book.
Then what is written? Jayabhyudaye Yudhishthira Shake Plavandakye Ekonanavati Vatsare Sahasyamasi Amavasyayam Somavasare. Okay. ये पूरा टेक्स्ट में एक सोलर इक्लिप्स की भी बात कर रहे हैं. तो व्हाट आई डिड 3162 onwards that is Yudhishthira I have calculated and there was a solar eclipse also visible and it is why how the year has been calculated, even weekday and the Sahasyamasi is the Falguna Amavasya he is talking about. So many issues are there. But why we consider this as this is the one more call. There is one copper plate found in a dharma one temple is there. In that copper it is written King Harihara visited the temple and he has examined the records. Thereafter he has reissued it. These are actually old records have been verified by the Vijayanagara kings and reissued. Since that text was not only some few details were existed traditionally they are carrying, he actually established their the Agrahara's authority that they have actually this land has been granted by Vijayanagara. Saying that forgery, it's totally saying that मेरा बाप fraud था. तो ये जो है इस तरह की बात करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है. Our tradition says that these are reissued copper plates.
In the script of the present time, of that present time.
That way then even
Sagasya is Pushyama. In Yajurveda, Sagasya
I am actually quoting the Dharme.
Yes. Pushyama.
This is the Dharmeshwara temple grant of Harihara 1332. उसमें ना संस्कृत में आप धर्मराज कृतम दान शासनम द्वापरे विभु परीक्ष्य बहुधा जीर्णम पूरा वो जीर्ण शीर्ण हो चुका था. धर्मेश शासनम पुनः विधार्य संतुष्टमना धर्मेश निकेतन स्थितः. He is actually reissuing, he is mentioning here. This is another thing. So these are reissued, not forged inscriptions.
So what do you mean reissued in the lipi of the times of reissue? Did not be the lipi of the earlier 500-year-old lipi.
And that 89th year of Yudhishthira Samvat used and the solar eclipse details and the day and week days if we can match, then the authenticity can be more than what is.
You're writing this in blue line itself, no? You have written it in English. I think this is also forgery then. I'm saying, I mean that is how.
No. These are not doubting Thomas's has no logic. They just has to reject
Because
it.
this is in a lipi that is not in which it was
Doubting
originally.
Thomas has no reason to doubt, but he says I don't.
One small thing I'd like
This
to
is
point
in a
out.
lipi we read today, so.
There's one small thing I'd like to point out. पुष्य नक्षत्र संयुक्ते काले सूर्य ग्रहोपमे, but before that also
1332 में.
I know उसमें saying शुक्ल पक्षे पुण्यतिथो द्वादश्याम गुरुवासरे, it is a Guru Pushya Yoga, and it is the same Guru Pushya which we have pointed out for Balrama's pilgrimage on 1st of November of 3066.
No, and Pushya is when
Okay,
the
so I
children
have
are
one thing.
given that.
Correct. See, correct. He asked one question whether he inscribed in older script or new script. There is an inscription in Kutrada Ishwara temple in Kutrada, Tamil. In that it mentioned Rajaraja Sola's inscription. Tirumagal Poda, like that it began. that mentions கல்வெட்டு வட்டமாதலால் தமிழாக படியெடுத்து கல்வெட்டின படி.
So,
That means, see, I will explain.
yes, please do.
It is my time, I will explain.
Yes, sir.
See,
That's why I called
the
it.
கல்வெட்டு வட்டமாதலால், that is, there is a வட்டெழுத்து, round,
Earlier
script.
script.
Earlier Tamil script in stone will be வட்டெழுத்து.
Circular lipi.
So what, during Rajaraja period, so kalvettu vattamadaal, because the new people after find they cannot understand the script, so Tamilaga in the recent script, Tamilaga padi eduthu means copied, kalvettana padi eduthu as again reinscribed. In that it is mentioned. So
Very good.
there is reinscription. See, another incident in Tirumalapadi in Tamil Nadu, on the north bank of Kolidam River, there is a huge temple, Shiva temple. During Rajaraja Chola period, that Vimana is depleted. He ordered that all the ancient inscriptions should be copied, and another adhikari should verify whether it is copied properly, and it should be kept in a pustaka. After reconstruction, you should reinscribe in the same thing. In there is another Tirukodika, there is a Kodika Iswara temple. There are 25 inscriptions. Initially the temple was brick structure. Rajaraja Chola's cousin, you can say Sittappa, what you can?
Uncle,
Uncle.
Chacha.
Something. Okay. As Uttama Chola, his mother Sembian
Go ahead.
Mahadevi, he ordered reconstructed in a stone structure. In that there is ancient inscriptions of Pandava, Pandya, Muttaraya, ancient Chola. Those three Vamsa are against Chola. Even in that against, he ordered every inscription. There are 25 inscriptions. In that, iduvum oru padangal vittu padi. That is, this is also a copy of old inscription. 25, minimum of 36, 37 inscriptions are recopied in Tamil Nadu. But whenever the stone structure got damaged, they will immediately see everything. Even stone structure temple has a lifetime. Copper plate has a lifetime. Manuscript has a lifetime. Maybe manuscript 300, 200 years. Copper plate 500 years. How can you say Janamejaya copper plate is 5036 years? How that copper plate exists? It has only lifetime of 500. Every 500 years it will be recopied. This is ordinary common sense which Jaya Fleet is lacking. He has not justified that. He has not ordered any second opinion by an Indian scholar. Why he has not ordered? He is an authority, yeah? Jaya Fleet is an authority.
So Swami Vivekananda, he is basically
He is
saying
faithful.
that your fathers were lying, your forefathers were lying, everybody is
That
lying.
is the thing they lied.
Yeah, but
My
See,
question is-
inferiority complex.
So, and my question is, today we are only digitizing and storing all these.
Yeah.
We are not transcribing it in
See,
today's.
this Jaya Vyudaya means Jaya is another name of Mahabharata. And the year Vyasa narrated Jaya Abhyudaya. Abhyudaya means commencing, beginning. You know Sanskrit Pandits are there. Jaya Abhyudaya. That's why that era is Jaya Abhyudaya. First 60 years of Kali Yuga, Parikshit ruled. Parikshit is our grandson from Tamil Nadu. Wait, after that Janamejaya came.
No, he is not your grandson. Let's do it. I'm to the more serious point. No,
Don't deviate. This is my
waited 15 minutes for
It
this
is not connected to this.
Sir.
Just I am proud of Janamejaya, Parikshit.
We are all proud.
You can claim. I am not preventing you to
Since I
claim.
talked about Lipi now, for him to ask it out. So, that's why I'm asking this. Any idea what's the name of the Lipi used by Ganapati Ganesha to write what Krishna Dvaipyana Revelation called Vedavyasa dictated? Any name, anywhere found, name of the Lipi? The font, we have lost it. See, name for the Lipi is what I'm asking. Because obviously 5,000 years plus. That's a different matter. That's a different discussion. So, do you have a name for the Lipi? Anywhere? Do we have a name for the Lipi? We have so many Lipis. We have 10, 15 Lipis in Bharat now.
There were 64 lipis.
Check.
64 lipis as mentioned in the
Lalit Bistar.
But the thing is that many of them they existed sometimes around 500, at least at the maximum 600 years. But what was the earlier position? We are not.
Name what the lipi? Name of the lipi I'm asking.
But this one, we can,
आता है नहीं आता है
Brahmi is mentioned.
ब्राह्मी
Brahmi is mentioned in Lalit Bistar.
Yeah, that is mentioned. That's mentioned. So there's no name for lipi. So but I genuinely want to know.
just, name may not, we may not be knowing.
राव
Brahmi Shabd also, it's
लिपि
a
के एडिशन
traditional
महाभारत
name.
लिखा गया।
Only one issue, generally it is being told that which Vedas are called Shruti.
किस
it
लिपि
will
में
be
लिखा गया है?
later Brahmin. The Shruti is widely Brahmin. No, why?
Yeah, so,
Because any
नीचे he is giving the name.
is a papa. You must listen and learn. So that's it. And one, all Vedas, and if we study linguistically and the Sanskrit grammar, the concept of sandhi is impossible to evolve. It is an artificial improvisation in Sanskrit. All Vedas follow perfect sandhi. That sandhi concept is impossible without having a script. Purvapara sambandha and such a phonetic script. अग्निमीडे पुरोहितम यज्ञस्य देवव्रत अग्नि पूर्वेभिर ऋषिभिर्यो पूर्वेभिर ऋषिभि how visarga becomes ra, it is artificial improvisation, all those things. And Sanskrit grammar is actually a character processing, and that is only when you write. What kind of, how maybe very primitive Brahmi may have existed, but we don't know how to write, but we wrote 10,000 of mantra in the mind and carried for thousands of years, and later we documented.
श्रुति परंपरा थी।
Even
श्रुति परंपरा थी। गुरुमुख से शुद्ध करके आगे बढ़ी।
So whereas Ramayana and Mahabharata
Another-
are written in some lipi.
Such a weird, Indus Valley civilization was literate and urban. Suddenly we became illiterate and rural, and later we became urban. So this also is
Illogical.
very illogical.
So
we are diverted.
Sir, there are 2 seconds and I'm done with this. So what happened was there was another event, sir. So in the another event where we discussed a very similar thing, so yeah, I sort of gave a name for it because it was written with the Danta of Ganesha. I called it Dantin. It was called Dantin.
We can call it Dastin.
Because it was written
Why not?
with a Danta. We had to some name somewhere, not to say yes, it was.
सर ये जो आप कह रहे हैं गणेश जी ने लिखा है सर वो पढ़ दे जरा श्लोक तो जहाँ पर गणेश जी ने लिखा है ये आप पढ़ रहे हैं ना कि सर सुनिए सर
I'm not saying this wrong.
सर प्लीज सर बिना प्रमाण के तो मानेंगे नहीं गणेश ओरल ट्रेडिशन में उन्होंने बोला लिखा लेकिन क्या महाभारत में भी इस तरह की बातें आ रही हैं प्लीज जरा सा लिख दे एक मिनट रुके भाई वो नहीं बात करता कहीं और हो रहा है गणेश जी ने लिखा वेद व्यास बोले इसका प्रूफ जरा सा सर प्ले कर जिसमें
We will come back to the instructional evidence. But I hold
प्रूफ के बिना नहीं मानेंगे ना वो श्लोक हमको चाहिए आप बता दीजिए हम मान लेंगे
I hold inscription also is talking about more than 3,000 years.
श्लोक आप भेजिए हम मान लेंगे सर हाँ ये माइंड में आकर के आई है ये ओरल ट्रेडिशन से जीवित आई है और लिख ऐसा नहीं कि लिख धातु ऐसे नहीं आई है ये धातु पहले से एग्जिस्ट कर रही है रूट्स जो है एग्जिस्ट कर रही है अरे इसी आधार पर धूली और पाटी गणित का कंसेप्ट आया हिसाब और गुबार हिसाब और तक जो जा रहा है
Inscriptional tradition like Aihole and Nizampur inscriptions also, they are talking about Mahabharata beyond 3000 BC. And there is another, this is the one, sorry, this is the Hisse Borala inscription. विधानपुर ये भास्कर वर्मन का है असम में वो जो है ये नरकासुर और भगदत्त के वंशज है वो और उन्हीं के ही वंशज भौमक है जो कि भौमक उड़ीसा में थे वहीं से तो भौमक मतलब भूमिपुत्र है भूमिपुत्र नरकासुर है तो वो वहाँ से ये वो ट्रेडिशन है असम का इसको कह रहे कि पुण्यवर्मन जो है 3000 से भगदत्त के बाद 3000 सालों तक शासन कर रहे थे वो ये मेंशन है निधानपुर इंस्क्रिप्शन
अपने हिसाब से काट
अर्जुन को विजय के नाम से लिखा हुआ है भगदत्त विजय के समकालीन थे और भगदत्त महाभारत युद्ध में उन्होंने भाग लिया था वो सब मेंशन है महाभारत में। तो देन ये तो पूर्व फाल्गुनी नक्षत्र इन सब के बारे में हिस्से बोल रहा है इंस्क्रिप्शन में भी है।
It's a Saptarishi Sera is not mentioned. Only Sa letter is there. Rest of the letters are damaged. If you see the original picture of the inscription, this Satranam 380 is there. I got a copy in epigraphy Indica. I have copy. It is only Sa is there. After that, Saptarishi Uttarasa Palguna is no, it is not there in. If you show the photography of that inscription, I will say.
I am only quoting the lady who discovered and written your.
That may be. See, what is Western European celebrations that they don't have everything.
Please, you just see,
You show the inscription
and
photo.
you just see this one, what the text.
You
Okay.
show the photo. I got you have the photocopy of the inscription.
Epigraph is to
That is
discover
so
what
bad.
article I am quoting, okay? You can write an article as a rejoinder to
But
this
I
article.
don't accept
But I
it is
don't accept it. I am just mentioning this is the one note which is actually maybe mentioning more than 3000 years reference is there as quoted by a lady epigraphist who discovered this. Maybe archaeologist I am forgetting her name. So, there are another also the Edarupalli copper plate inscription. It is actually Chalukya's copper plate. They are actually tracing their descendancy from Janamejaya, Shatanika. They are giving complete there. And they say after that 59 kings reigned at Ayodhya. Thereafter they came back to the South India. Then they had a fight with the Trilochana Pallava. Thereafter the king died. Then she went to some Agrahara. She gave birth. Then Vijayaditya, Vikramaditya, these two names, and then this is actually entire Chalukya tradition. So Chalukyas are claiming. Kakatiya kings, the Prataparudra Charitra in Telugu written, they claim their descendancy from Janamejaya, after that Shatanika and Udayana. And Tomaras in Delhi, they always claim their entire history, they claim their descendancy from Janamejaya. These are the three major dynasties and histories. There are many more. Even Udayana kings of Kaushambi, they are actually once Hastinapura was swept out in the flood. Then they shifted their kingdom, their capital to Kaushambi. So these Udayana kings also actually descendants of the those Udayana kings mentioned in Buddhist period and Buddha's period also. So that's why there is a continued tradition is proving so many evidences saying that the Mahabharata is a history. For this chronological continuity, I will attend later. First, we'll go back to this one. Saraswati references. I just what kind of a Saraswati?
Just one thing, since a lot of ASI people are also there, there is always this reference to this Mora well inscription. This time we went to Mathura, we tried to trace it, Mora well inscription, which is supposed to have all the lineage, the names of the Vrishni dynasty. But we went there to the museum and asked, they said there's no such thing, we don't have it. Is it really there?
I think Mr. Gupta will throw light on it because he has worked on it.
Oh, you
Thank you, sir. We report your what you say.
The inscription was there in the museum,
Uh-huh.
but all the letters have been now they are missing. So we only have a copy of that.
Older copy.
Yeah, the first copy which was prepared by Cunningham. After Cunningham, I think
Some English.
K.S. Jenard, he prepared the copy, and based on that, the inscription was deciphered.
Because now people are saying it's just floating on the internet, it's fraud, it's a cooked up thing.
No, no, no.
There's no such thing.
There
Can
is
you
a
just
sign
please?
Do you have the photo?
There,
Do you have a copy?
I have a paper on Mora.
Can you send us a link to that?
Yeah, that is available on academia.
Because we went to Mathura this time to look for
We
it.
actually went to the museum there asked you.
No, no, at the site, that site lies between four important ancient places, and there was a Dev Sthan there, and still that place is being worshipped by a lot of people from the surrounding villages, and they come there on the day of Diwali and Holi to worship their ancestors. So tradition is still continuing there, and that inscription mentioned Vrishni Nam Panch Viranam. So there is no mention of the heroes, but there were 5 or 6 sculptures, fragments which were found from there, and 2 of them seems to be belonging to a lady or 2 ladies. So it says Toshaya Shalam Srimad Graham. So Toshaya was identified by I will have to just relook at that, but it was identified as a goddess
How
of.
old, any date and all you could find out from it?
No, the first inscription dates to 2nd century BC. It mentions Brahaspati Mitra. And then the other inscription is of 1st century BC or the beginning of the Common Era. And that Moravell inscription.
So 2000 plus years.
Yeah, 2000 years.
There. We need a.
You'd like to see that paper?
Yeah, I will.
We've been searching for it just last week.
I will share.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the interruption. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll just go back to the references of Vinashana and Saraswati both in Mahabharata. Because it's extremely important to understand that already Vinashana is become Tirtha. It means we have to find out what is that Saraswati which was lost much before the Mahabharata era, and what Saraswati was flowing during the Mahabharata period. And normally we call 2500 or 1900 in between entire Saraswati, which became extinct after that. So this Vinashana is already Tirtha during the period of Mahabharata. Next slide. Next slide is this. It's not working from here.
सर इस पर एक मेरी क्वेरी है, ये जो आप सर दिखा रहे हैं सर, ये जन्मेजय की जन्मेजय से कहा जा रहा है कि
नहीं, वो तो कहा जा रहा है कुछ भी, ये जो लिखा गया है
जन्मेजय से अगर ये कह रहे हैं क्योंकि 3 वाचन हुआ है।
नहीं, पहले ये भी सुन लीजिए ना इसका। हाँ, ये जो है ना, ये जो सरस्वती के जो चैनल्स मैप किए गए, जो वैदिक सरस्वती वो नहीं है जो ये जो टेढ़ी मेढ़ी होके आ रही है 3-4 वाला, ये है पोस्ट वैदिक सरस्वती है। वैदिक सरस्वती क्योंकि पुष्कर में ब्रह्मा जी, तो पुष्कर ये जो सरस्वती ने राजस्थान के अंदर ये लक्ष प्रस्रवण से होते हुए ये आता था और फाइनली आपको जो है सोमनाथ के पास, सोमनाथ प्रभास पाटन पर तक, वहां तक सरस्वती नदी की वैदिक युग की।
But current path they don't show Patan at all.
हाँ, वो नहीं दिखाते हैं क्योंकि उनको, तो ये जो है ना चैनल 2 और 1 जो है वो दृशद्वती है, जो कि अरावली से निकल के वो आता था। जो आज दिखाते वो चौतांग है, वो दृशद्वती नहीं, जिसे दृशद्वती कहा जाता है। तो वैदिक सरस्वती रिवर ये है। तो बलराम जो फॉलो किए हैं वो ये चैनल 2 वाला जो है ना, ये है। ये नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। हाँ, ये आप देखेंगे प्रभास पाटन और मूल द्वारका, जो मूल द्वारका ही रियल द्वारका थी ड्यूरिंग महाभारत एरा, ना कि वो द्वारका जो आजकल जहाँ पर हम लोग प्रभास पाटन में त्रिवेणी संगम है, हिरण्या रिवर, कपिला रिवर और सरस्वती आज भी माना जाता वहां पर। ये जो सरस्वती है वैदिक युग थी, ये विनष्ट हो चुकी थी वैदिक युग में ही। इसीलिए वैदिक ऋग्वेद में ही जो नमी साप्य सूक्त है, नमी साप्य सूक्त में नमी ने सरस्वती सत्र किया था लक्ष्य प्रसरवण से लेके विनशन तक। तो ये ऋग्वैदिक युग में ही लुप्त ये सरस्वती है। तो पहले इस सरस्वती के अगर हम स्टडी करें तो वो इसी सरस्वती के किनारे वेद मंत्र लिखे गए थे, इसलिए सरस्वती नदी को वेदों की माता कहा गया, महाभारत। उसके बाद जो भी मंत्र लिखा उनको वेदों में स्थान नहीं मिला क्योंकि सरस्वती नदी थी ही नहीं। तो ये है, तो ये हिस्ट्री, इसलिए प्रभास पाटन से स्टार्ट करते हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। तो ये आते हैं इस तरह होते हुए महसाणा। महसाणा में जो आज भी सरस्वती का पानी माना जाता है वही है चमसोद्भेद, हो सकता है जहां पर ये नेक्स्ट स्टॉप था बलराम का। चमसोद्भेद पे कहा गया कि सरस्वती नदी जो है यहाँ यहीं पर दृश्य होती है, बाकी जगह अदृश्य है, चमसोद्भेद। फिर महसाणा से सांचर होते हुए जोधपुर वाला जो एरिया वो है उदपान, जहाँ पर अंडरग्राउंड वाटर, आज भी अंडरग्राउंड सरस्वती नदी निकलती है, ये वो क्षेत्र है। वहां से विनशन है उचना, उचना मंडी जो हरियाणा में विनशन उचना हुआ है, ये राखीगढ़ी के बिल्कुल पास में है उचना, वो विनशन है। क्योंकि विनशन के बाद ही सप्त सारस्वत, सारा कुरुक्षेत्र और पृथुदक का रेफरेंस आता है बलराम। आप लोग वर्ड फाइल खोलना, तो ये ही इज फॉलोइंग द चैनल 2 जो मैप किया गया, ये वैदिक सरस्वती है, इन्हीं की तरफ से वर्ड फाइल ओपन करना।
कि सरस्वती जो वैदिक सरस्वती इसकी 5 धाराओं की सूचना सहयोगी नदियों की सूचना सरस्वती मपियंती पंच नद्यः सा स्रोत सा अपने मूल स्रोत से जुड़ी हुई 5 नदियां इसकी सहायक को समझ रही है जिसको कि मैं स्टैंड वगैरह में इसका गलत अर्थ किया है
उसको डिपिक्ट करता है नहीं मूल द्वारका माने कि महाभारत में आपको ढूंढना है तो आप कहीं उधर ढूंढने से नहीं मिलेगा आपको मूल द्वारका पे ही आपको जो भी मेरिट आर्कियोलॉजी करेंगे
एक सरस्वती पुराण
इसका जगह चैनल बताइए ना
नहीं अभी तो सरस्वती है नहीं हिरण्या रिवर है वो सासन गिर है ना गिर के पहाड़ियों से निकल के वो समुद्र में मिलती है वो हिरण्या रिवर है जी
जो चैनल फुल किया
मैंने नहीं किया
जो मॉडल देखे ना क्या सही
जोधपुर पुष्कर होते हुए फिर आपका ये क्या कहते हैं जो गुरु जांगल कहते हैं ना चुरू होते हुए आपको हिसार कुरुक्षेत्र फिर मथुरक मैंने पेहोवा था तो जो
डबल 3
वो वर्ड फाइल बोलना इसको फिर कुछ स्टार्ट
डबल 7 0 1 2 हाँ करेक्ट 1
हाँ यस
1 2 9
आप स्क्रॉल कर धीरे मैं बताऊंगा इसमें है ना जैसे बलराम के तीर्थ यात्रा दिखाओगे मनीष की
7
Here we are only days. Each day, all the 42 days when
9 no
we are not even 42 days. Each day we are eating the Sankalpa.
No, this one I just wanted to explain here that उपप्लाव्ये निविष्टेषु पांडवेषु महात्मषु प्रेषितो धृतराष्ट्रस्य समीपम मधुसूदनः।
ये उपप्लव सर स्थान है, प्लेस है।
हाँ ये प्लेस है।
ये कोई सूचना ऐसी नहीं
समवेयर क्लोज टू जयपुर के आसपास कोई क्षेत्र था वहाँ पर देयर कैंप द कृष्णा केम बैक फ्रॉम हस्तिनापुर देन अनवाप्य शमं कृष्ण तत्र कृष्णः पुरुषसत्तमः आगच्छत महाबाहो उपप्लाविं जनाधिपं श्री कृष्ण केम बैक विद द फेल्ड मिशन।
सर ये केम बैक नहीं है, ये सेट अबाउट है। प्रेषिता ने भेजा गया।
सर आई हैव आइडेंटिफाइड
प्रेषिता
ने भेजे गए धृतराष्ट्र के पास भेजे गए यानी युधिष्ठिर के यहाँ से यात्रा हो रही है।
When Lord Krishna came from Hastinapur to Viratnagar for this peace ceremony, he stayed at Plavdip. It comes in between Virat and Hastinapur, and it is 110 kilometers west of Mathura.
वो जो प्रेषितो है वो स्टार्टिंग में है,
उसके
उसके बाद अनवाप्य शमम
मधुसूदन प्रेषिता मधुसूदन को भेजा गया
पहले है स्टार्टिंग में। आप चौथे में आइए ना अनवाप्य, उसके बाद मैं कंटिन्यूअस देन ततः प्रत्यागतः कृष्णो धास्तराष्ट्रो विसर्जितः।
धृतराष्ट्र के समीप की बात है, धृतराष्ट्र के समीप जब जाएंगे तो भेजे गए।
During this period he doesn't go back to Braj.
संस्कृत पूरा फॉलो करते हैं।
Balram came but
तो उसके बाद ना जस्ट नहीं यू जस्ट दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज़ दैट पुष्य एंड अदर थिंग्स देन आगताम नरभ्याभ्य पांडवानाम अनीकिनाम यथोक्तम यथा वृद्धं गता पांडवम अब्रवी न कुर्वन्ति मतो वह्यं पूर्वः कालमोदिता निर्गच्छध्वं पांडवेय पुष्येण सहिताम। ये पुष्य नक्षत्र में श्री कृष्ण जी वापिस आके उन्होंने कहा कि अब लड़ाई होनी है, अब तैयारी करो। तब जो है रौहिणे गते वो पुष्येण मधुसूदना वो ये कह रहे हैं कि उसी पुष्य नक्षत्र में बलराज नाराज होगा, युद्ध होगा तो मैं जाऊंगा, मैं तीर्थ यात्रा। तो वहां से उपप्लाव्य से लेकर के वापिस द्वारका आए थे, उपप्लाव्य से हटे थे पुष्य में, मैत्र नक्षत्र में तीर्थ यात्रा स्टार्ट की थी, ना कि पुष्य नक्षत्र। लेकिन ये 42 डेज में कुछ गड़बड़ हो सकता है, वो देखना पड़ेगा। कहीं ना कहीं कुछ एरर है इसमें, क्योंकि हो सकता है जब एडिटिंग या कॉपी करते समय कुछ एरर हुआ होगा। तो यहाँ पर ये है उन्होंने भी क्या कहते हैं नीलकंठ ने भी ये लिखा पुष्य नक्षत्र से प्रयाण जो है उसका उपप्लाव्य से हुआ था और प्रभास पाटन से तीर्थ यात्रा स्टार्ट हुआ मैत्र नक्षत्र।
उपप्लाव्य जो शब्द है
चंद्र ग्रहण या सूर्य ग्रहण ग्रस्त होने का।
नहीं, ये जगह का नाम है।
अच्छा नहीं वो प्लेस अगर मिला है तो नहीं वो प्लेस की बात है।
नहीं तो क्या प्लेस मिला है?
हाँ वो ग्रहण नहीं वो प्लेस है। दैट इज पर्टिकुलर प्लेस।
How do
Alvar
you
के लिए
say Alvar is?
Earlier it was written Ulvar.
Ulvar.
ULWAR.
हाँ मे भी पॉसिबल। फिलोलॉजिकली ये उपप्लव से उल्वल बन
Later
सकता
on
है।
it became
It's possible.
हाँ, उपप्लव्य can be
हाँ फिलोलॉजिकली इट्स पॉसिबल।
नहीं, उपप्लावी जगह का ही नाम है। उपप्लावी से गए हैं, बहुत बार रेफरेंस है।
नहीं ठीक है सर। आप सही।
Geographical place.
its geographical location is tallying with the
और एक और भी है, एक और भी नेक्स्ट और नीचे आए, स्क्रॉल करिए, वर्ड फाइल स्क्रॉल करिए। तो यहाँ पर है ना, रोहिणी गति शूरे पुष्येण मधुसूदना। नेक्स्ट और नीचे आए, और नीचे, और नीचे। हाँ, यहाँ पर है ना, जैसे वो तीर्थ यात्रा के लिए चले गए, ततः वित्तम प्रदोदो। नेक्स्ट आगे चलिए। विमुक्त शाप। हाँ, और ऊपर जाइए। तो यहाँ पर है ना, जो मैंने उनका नीलकंठ की टीका भी मैंने कॉपी की है। ऊपर करिए आप। पुष्येण ही पांडवेभ्यः प्रयाणम। पांडवेभ्यः माने उपप्लावी से प्रयाणम। अनुराधातः तीर्थयात्रामिति विवेकः। ये कह रहे हैं कि आपको जो है अनुराधा से ही तीर्थ यात्रा की गणना करें। पुष्य नक्षत्र से उपप्लावी से वो द्वारका प्रभास पाटन आए थे, सारे यादवों के साथ मिल के फिर निकले थे प्रभास पाटन से। नेक्स्ट और ऊपर हाँ जस्ट स्टॉप हियर। तो यहाँ पर आप एक और देखिए श्लोक। सरस्वतीं ततः सोमः स जगाम ऋषि शासनात् प्रभासं प्रथमं तीर्थं सरस्वत्या जगामः। फिर कह रहे अमावास्या महातेजा। यहाँ बता रहे अमावास्या के दिन प्रभास पाटन में स्नान करने का महत्व बता रहे। मतलब अमावास्या के दिन नहाने के बाद वो अनुराधा जो है वो प्रतिपदा को है उस समय। तो वो भी है कि अमावास्या के बाद मैत्र नक्षत्र में वो निकले। तो ये जो है अमावास्या के बाद वो मैंने प्रतिपदा को निकला। पुष्य में प्रतिपदा संभव नहीं है, प्रतिपदा के तिथि में पुष्य नहीं। तो इसलिए जो है ये मैत्र नक्षत्र योग जो है ये शुक्ल प्रतिपदा के दिन वो प्रभास पाटन से निकले थे। अमावास्या को प्रभास पाटन में नाम। ऊपर चलिए। तो आप ऊपर से इस तरह वो चमसोद भेज दिए हैं जहां पर दोबारा रीअपियर होता है। तो ये पूरा एक ऑलमोस्ट 40 ऊपर चले जाइए, पूरा संस्कृत का लिस्ट आ जाएगा कहां पर उन्होंने।
I think Dr. Kalyan has done a lot of work on this. Dr. Kalyan.
So it is giving complete है ना। उदपानम विनशनम, उसके बाद सुभ्रूमिकम, वहां से सरस्वत्या तक है। विनशन के बाद कह रहे हैं सरस्वती के तट पे सुमोसु। इसका मतलब विनशम तक सरस्वती प्रवाहित हो रही थी, मगर वहां से जो है ये पश्चिम की तरफ जाने लगा था, जहाँ टेढ़ी मेढ़ी हो गई, जिसको नुंजीमती कहा गया है लाट्यायन श्रोत सूत्र में, जो कि ये पोस्ट वैदिक सरस्वती है। ये इसका ये सूख जाता है 2500 to 1900 BC के आसपास। हाँ, तो ये टोटल डिटेल्स उनकी तीर्थ यात्रा के सारे जो है, फिर वापस वो कैसे आते हैं, ये सारे डिटेल्स को तो महाभारत में ये बंद कर दीजिए।
Can we do one thing? Tomorrow evening, have just a brief of this. Say we all had a deliberation. This is and have those who want some of us have signatories for this discussion. Say we have had this deliberation and this solid. Because going forward, we had this a video, but a documentary thing that we have discussed all these aspects. And this need not be a declaration, but just present. These points were deliberated and they've all come to good perspective, understanding. Word it suitably so that we all have signed it and then it goes forward for the next couple of few decades. We have it as a base document. However, all of us can deliberate.
We all will contribute to each point where we will record all viewpoints.
That's
So that
videography.
whether we decide or
On paper,
on paper,
sign
even we
it.
put on website also for
15-20
reference
of
to
us
the
sign it.
outcome of the this one, and as well as giving the each scholar's details. And finally, we have to give some inputs to the
Yes. So this-
Ministry of Culture also. So that has to be very crisp and what actually. They are not looking for the absolute dates, but it is the evidences why it leads to traditional dating of 3000 3000
be
BC.
a little more solid documented signature.
One is we keep on fighting absolute date. That's okay.
It's not a fighting.
Not fighting.
Shastra is the right term actually. No, we are given the right term. It's a Shastra.
No, that's okay. That has to continue.
That will
There
get
also. Actually, always.
Sir, can I add one point here? I was talking to Hema, my wife, for the last week. What is the date of birth of Jesus Christ? Forget the year. No, seriously, no, it's a very serious question I'm asking. What's the date of birth of Jesus Christ?
They have captured from 25th December.
25th December. No, so we have 3 dates.
Winter solstice day was some tradition was there.
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry, let us also. 25th December is one date they celebrate. 1st January is the one day they celebrate because it is the year of the Lord. Then 6th January is the one day they celebrate.
Yeah.
So they have 3 days they celebrate. And when was this date actually come up with? Whichever date, A, B or C, come up with the Council of Nicaea. Somewhere around 300, 330, whatever it is, AD, CE period. For 1,700 years, 3-4 continents have been holding a few thousand Shastrartha. They are not been able to come up with one day. After 1,700 years of Shastrartha. That's the reality. Countries celebrate on different dates, each these 3 days. Whereas here, we are able to have a lot more congenial get together, respect each of our scholarship and what we bring on table, and do that is commendable. And this is double in antiquity. And much wider.
And actually there is no divergence in the celebration because we are celebrating as per Indian date.
All of celebrating on the
As per
on the
Indian
Panchaka date.
calendar we are celebrating no divergence. It's only when we are saying we'll map to Gregorian or Julian or all
comes up.
dates
So,
mapping
one
where we are
Let's
running
Let's
into
come
all
back to
the
the topic, sir.
Shastras.
I mean, I want to say one thing on Balrama's pilgrimage. Let's stick to Mahabharata topic.
Why does
So the number of pilgrim sites mentioned, if you count it, there are 32 sites.
No,
Yes.
more than that.
No, I can list it out. You
32
can
only.
32. And then you said Balrama, when he knows the war is going to happen, he leaves in disgust on Pushya. From north, from north, he comes to south, and then he starts his pilgrimage on Mitra, Anuradha. So if you count from Pushya to Mitra, there are 10 days. Add 32 sites, 10 days, 42. That's the number of days from Pushya to Shravana. So it adds up. So he is moving every pilgrim site every 1 day, and if you add it, when he says Pushya to Shravana, it's a very important evidence because many people say that 42 days is not correct. I am also not telling you. No, there are 10 days from Pushya to Mitra. So 10 days plus 32 sites, you get 42 days, and 42 days when you start from Pushya, you end in Shravana. So I mean, many people they change the number of days from 42 to something, or they reduce, but it exactly adds up.
Okay, will you allow me to speak on Balrama? Actually, in that, because we are division of war, that is, Duryodhana and Arjuna came there, asked the
Pulvar. You know what is
Krishna
Pulvar?
divided his army outside Mysore. On that day, Anuradha Nakshatra. Again in Pushya Nakshatra, he came to Kurukshetra and met Panchapandava and Krishna. Okay, and he is Punaragata. That is again, I came on Pushya Nakshatra. So he left. He started his thing in Anuradha Nakshatra. After that, Pushya came. During Pushya, he met again there in Kurukshetra. It is not a Pupla. Wait, sir, I will complete. After that, you have your opening. No problem. After that, Pushya Nakshatra. Again, he started because there is a peace mission is failed. He left Panchapandava and he mentioned Pushyana, that On Pushyana, he left Panchapandava to Krishna. Saravane means on hearing the fight between the two Shishya. You Sanskrit grammarians are there. Nakshatra can be expressed if there is a no loop, that is the loop is not there, and it doesn't mean particular time. Pushya Nakshatra is one day, so it can be expressed in here because it is Pushyana. But Saravane means in the second sloka, Srutva, that means on hearing that. Narada only informed Balarama that this is going to happen. So he heard from Balarama and again he met. This Saravana means on hearing only, not Saravana Nakshatra.
So why it is Shravana Nakshatra, you know? Because the verb, it is basically not a verb. It is a dhatu, Shru Shravane. You are talking about Shravane, Saptami Vibhakti, it is locative Vibhakti, Baba.
It is not verb. Saravana, hearing is not verb.
But
Here,
when you are
hearing
mentioning
is
Pushya, when you are
it's an
mentioning
action.
Shravana is a nakshatra.
Then what?
Shravana is a nakshatra.
Shravana nakshatra.
This means does not verb.
Shravana ye bolna hai.
Do here means what?
Then Shru Shravana.
Saravana on hearing. On hearing is not verb.
So, the point I am trying to make. But it is fitting at Saptami
No.
Vibhakti.
Saptami can be expressed.
Acha, okay.
In hearing can be expressed only in Saptami.
But
Nakshatra can be expressed when there is no loop.
sir,
And also it doesn't mean particular time. It can be expressed in 7th and 4th vibhakti. You refer Panini
हाँ
Shastra.
नहीं ठीक है
श्रवण का अर्थ तो कान
So
होगा.
Sravana means in this place it is only hearing.
नहीं but
Hearing is now
hearing is कान.
verb.
अच्छा okay one second. There is another reason
Now
why
श्रु श्रवण धातु ठीक श्रु श्रवणे धातु है. श्रवण देने में श्रवण बनता है. और श्रवण जब जो है केवल धातु का अर्थ लेगा, जब भाव में जब अंत प्रत्यय लगेगा तो सुनना अर्थ भी होगा. लेकिन अब वहाँ अर्थ निश्चय है वो
नहीं,
नक्षत्र
संदर्भ क्या है? दोनों अर्थ तो दोनों ही हैं।
अर्थ दोनों।
संदर्भ क्या है वो देखो।
but अच्छा
संदर्भ
there is another
नक्षत्र का है.
reason. There is another reason this is only nakshatra because 27 days is nakshatra to nakshatra.
Yes.
And when you add that 18 days, it comes to Shravana only. It comes Shravana nakshatra only. Pushya to Shravana if you take that 42 days, why he is mentioning 42 days, right? Because 27 days is the gap between two nakshatras and then 18 when you add to that it comes to Shravana nakshatra again. You understand? Pushya to Pushya is 27 days and Pushya to Shravana is 18 days. 18 plus that is that this particular thing which he is talking about is 42 days. Right?
He completes sir after that.
What I am trying to say over here is that this can only mean Shravana nakshatra and he is giving you the other reason for it. Sir, ये जो संस्कृत के स्कॉलर यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं.
Please let start talk.
हाँ.
Start talk. After that I will take.
श्लोक दिला.
हाँ, just श्लोक.
श्लोक दे दीजिए.
Meanwhile, I want to add one important point. In the 11th century, when Al-Biruni came to India, he mentioned many important things about our country. And he says that
Somnath.
Hindus had forgotten the art of writing.
सर ये जो अर्थ
Please continue sir. Please
सर का अनुमति हो तो बोलने तो आप कंटिन्यू करें.
please.
अच्छा सर आप कंटिन्यू कर
नहीं
लीजिए.
नहीं विनय जी खत्म कर दे.
हाँ जी सर आप कर.
Hindus had forgotten the art of writing, and it was Ved Vyas who reinvented the art of writing, and all the ancient texts were written by Ved Vyas or compiled by Ved Vyas on the basis of the Shruti Parampara. So, because of that, there is a lot of interpolation in the data which we get today. Because at one time, Maharshi Ved Vyas is writing all the texts as per our belief during the 11th century.
अच्छा.
सर ये जो चत्वारिंशत् अहानि तो ये 42 दिन तो हो गया. तो वो कह रहे पुष्येण संप्रयात उसमें जब पुष्यंत नक्षत्र था उसके साथ ही जा रहे हैं लोग. ठीक है. और फिर ये वापस हो रहे हैं श्रवण में आ रहे हैं. तो नक्षत्र का ही संदर्भ यहाँ पर है. सुन करके लौटे ऐसा नहीं है. श्रवण नक्षत्र में आ रहे हैं.
Okay, shall I talk something?
यस.
See, in another sloka, it mentioned he started his Saraswati Tirtha in Maitra Nakshatra.
No, sir, you have to follow there.
Yes, wait, I am talking now.
Okay.
You should not interrupt. After that, you tell whatever you want to tell. Anuradha Nakshatra means when the army of Yadava army was divided between Duryodhana and Arjuna. because Balarama is not satisfied with that. You are supporting Pandava, both are our relatives. So he started his yatra before, that is before Pushya, before Kartika month itself. In Anuradha Nakshatra he started. After that, in Pushya Nakshatra, he again met the Panchapandava and Sri Krishna in Kurukshetra. Pushya. Then from Pushya to Jyeshtha Nakshatra, Amavasya. After that, the war started in Prathama, Tidiya. After that, 18 days. If you calculate from Anuradha to this completion of the war in Maha Nakshatra, it also comes 42 days. You vary. So this is my point. So the Balarama Tirtha Yatra started in Anuradha Nakshatra before this Pushya. He, after starting and going there something, he want to know the peace mission, whether it is successful or not. He met again. And after that, Pushya, because there is a failure, he continued his yatra. That's why Punar Agataka. Sravane and hearing Punar Agataka. Again I meet you, Sri Krishna and Panchapandava.
So
That
actually
is my view.
fundamentally, the two, no, 1 minute. So just to get the essence, I think your argument on this Shravana being hearing and your argument about Shravana being Nakshatra is actually going to culminate and decide on whether the war started on Amavasya or...
No, I am not saying
So-
it's Amavasya.
No,
It
but
is
you are
Prathama
saying no.
Dvitiya Vibhakti, not Amavasya.
No, for-
Initially my opinion was there, but I later, because I studied Drona Parva, that night fought, after that I changed. That
So
it
how
should
does
not.
this impact the whole thing? I mean, your argument,
Nahi,
what will it
koi-
change?
So that means my argument is the war started in the Dvitiya Tithi of Shukla Paksha, after Amavasya Kartika month. So it completed after the 18 days.
So you're saying it started on the Tritiya Tithi.
Tithi Tithi after Amavasya.
So the Tithi
That-
of the
why I
war
am saying
starts
this?
with what will
Okay,
be-
okay, I have to say. In the 14th day Paurnami.
सर ये जो है व्याकरण है
Wait a minute, sir.
सोटवा होता है ज्यादा अच्छा होता है वो सप्तमी का प्रयोग क्यों करेंगे
दिमाग का बेजा
श्रवणे हाँ
Saptami, see, anything doesn't mean nakshatra can be expressed only 7. But nakshatra without loop, nakshatra are loopy, that is the Paniniya. So nakshatra, if it doesn't mean particular time and there is no datita loop, it can be expressed in third vibhakti. That is why Pushya, Pushyana, third vibhakti. This is Sravana, if it means nakshatra, Sravanena Sukam. So that is, I come.
So
This,
from a
wait,
point
I will finish.
context, Shravana means
Why I am saying, no, I am saying, I will continue. See, if the war is started on Shukla Paksha Ekadashi, tell me.
एक वाक्य और आता है
Yeah.
मूलेन आवाहे देवीं श्रवणे तु विसर्जय
Okay.
तो मूल नक्षत्र में आवाहन करें और श्रवण नक्षत्र में उसका विसर्जन
Okay.
वैसा ही यहाँ पर है पुष्येण संप्रयातो
Okay, that I accept.
ठीक है
But why I am saying, why I am
श्रवणे आगतः
Okay,
श्रवणे
that's what I accept. But why I am saying, the 15th day of the war, the moon rise, the description of it is alankrita. It dispels all the darkness. This Krishna Paksha moon will be very small.
No, sir.
It is okay, wait, sir. Don't disturb. I am saying, I will complete after that you can talk. I am not preventing you. So Krishna Paksha Ekadashi, the moon is very small. So it cannot displace all the darkness. It is only a moon which is very on the Paurnami or nearby Paurnami. And the moon rise will be in Krishna Paksha Ekadashi 2 o'clock. So how the twilight had gone 6 p.m. How they can fight in the dark? There is no floodlight. That will accept now. How they fight for 7 years in the dark, 7 hours in the darkness? These are my questions. So I am submitting my humble opinion before the August starting. Whatever you decide, please decide. I completed it.
Can I answer your point? I want to answer your point now. Third, I have given in my book, in chapter 10, I have given why they are fighting in the dark and what exactly has happened in that dark fighting. This fight is described in very great graphic detail in the chapter 159 of Drona Parva, basically, of critical edition. They are saying they are fighting and they are killing their own warriors in the dark. They are killing their own side warriors. To answer your question, directly I am answering your question. Why you are wrong? Okay, first number one, because you are saying ye ho raha hai, wo ho raha hai, but I am giving you the answer to it. It is given in the text of the Mahabharata that after it is called Ghatotkacha Vadha Parva, Ghatotkacha Vadha Parva, and after that Arjuna says, I am going to stop the fight. Why? Because it is no longer Dharma Yuddha. Why it is no longer Dharma Yuddha? Because he is killing, everybody is killing soldiers of their own side. Now, and they can't see what is happening. And so he says, we'll stop until the moon rises. This is the first answer to your question. That, no, until the moon rises. Until the moon rises.
वो बार स्ट्रेटजी में परिवर्तन
चंद्र में उदितस पुनः ऐसा कुछ तो भी वो वर्ष है, वर्ष 25
होगी तो फिर जो दौड़ा जाएगा.
Right. Now the question arises, why is the waning phase crescent moon so bright? I want you to think on this. Everybody should think and come with an answer. Shall I give you the answer?
Please do.
Because there is an
No suspense.
apogee and perigee moon. When the moon is closer to the earth, because it's got an elliptical orbit, when it is closest to the earth, that time that moon is 30% brighter. It is given in NASA. You go and check. And I have got apogee and perigee cycle for 3067 BC from NASA JPL table. And it is very close to the earth. This is the reason why that waning crescent moon, and it cannot be anything beyond Ekadashi. It cannot be Dvadashi, Trayodashi, Chaturdashi, it's impossible. There will be no light. Okay. Tata Kudanatena, Kamini Ganda Panduna, Netranandena Chandrena, Mahendridik. Mahendridik, it is a rising moon, it is eastern dik, eastern direction.
Yes.
Okay, otherwise it would have said Varunidik. Some people have come up with the theory that there was an earlier moon rise.
Mahendri Ishan.
Mahendri Ishan.
Mahendri की दिशा है. पूर्वी दिशा है.
East.
East है पूर्वी दिशा है.
Ishan is northeast. Okay, आग्नेय. ये अच्छा ये मुझे क्यों पता है? क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ तंत्र में दिग्बंधन होता है.
पूर्व रक्षण द्वारा जैसे.
और आगमी तंत्र में हमारे कालिकाम्बा मंदिर में चेन्नई में दिग्बंधन का प्रोसेस है. तो हर दिक का अलग डीएटी है और माहेंद्री दिक का इंद्र डीएटी है जिसको हम बलि देते हैं. ठीक है. और हर दिशा के इसको हम बलि देके हम उसका संतुष्टि करते हैं. तो पॉइंट क्या है कि वो ईस्टर्न फेज मूनराइज है. तो पॉइंट क्या है कि लेट अस अस्यूम फॉर अ मोमेंट for sake of hypothesis that the moon had risen earlier at 6 p.m. let us say it had risen and it was a full moon, let us assume. Then it is not like a Bollywood film कि moon वही अपना रुका हुआ है full moon है ना. मतलब अगर दूसरा बार अगर दिखा है dust storm हुआ, cloud हुआ, कुछ भी हुआ, जो भी हुआ, the point is it would have gone over the head and towards the west. The word over there would have said Varuni Dik Alankarta. It wouldn't have said Mahindra Dik Alankarta. ये महेंद्री दी अलंकृता लिखा है.
तो ये सूरज उस समय जो है सॉरी मून जो है पूर्वी दिशा में राइज कर रहा है.
पूर्वी दिशा में राइज हो रहा है. राइट, लाइक अ ब्यूटीफुल ब्राइड which is smiling. So the point is it cannot be anything else, and it is also giving you how many parts of the night are remaining when the fighting has restarted. Which is Tribhag Matra Sheshayam Ratrayam Yuddhyam Avartata Kurunam Pandavanam Cha Samrishtanam.
Ghatotkacha Vadha.
तीन भाग होता है. 9 o'clock तक युद्ध चला.
happened 3/4 of the.
तीन भाग यानी 4 भाग होता है रात्रि के.
नहीं, त्रिभाग मान
It doesn't
are divided
denotes that
3/15ths. 3/15th of the night.
Previous night.
Not 3/4.
तीन भाग यानी 3 तक.
आउट ऑफ 15 है बाबा, क्योंकि वो हमारा 30 डेज का क्लॉक 30 आवर्स का क्लॉक हुआ करता था. तो द पॉइंट इज कि वो 3/15 का बात कर रहा है और वो उसका मतलब एक और पार्ट अगर आप करोगे तो 4 हो गया. तो जब 4 आ जाता है तो ये कृष्ण एकादशी का चंद्र है. इतना बेसिक है, ये दिया हुआ है. इट इज गिवन इन द टेक्स्ट. चैप्टर 161 का वर्स 1 and 2. So point I'm trying to make is that is a directly observed शुक्ल पक्ष का हो ही नहीं सकता. It is a waning phase कृष्ण पक्ष एकादशी moon which is rising on the 14th hour night. So last word becomes अमावस्या. जिसने भी अमावस्या स्टार्ट टू द वॉर लिया है उसका उल्टा तिथि है. तिथि शास्त्रार्थ है ना ये, तो उल्टा तिथि है। और जिसने भी दिया है बलराम की पिलग्रिमेज उल्टी, वो उल्टा नक्षत्र उल्टी तिथि का नहीं हो सकता।
साउथ इंडिया के लोग जो है शुक्लादि जो है पक्ष शुरुआत नहीं मानते हैं, शुक्लादि नहीं मानते, वहाँ जो है वो कृष्णादि मानते हैं।
तो
ये अंतर है। हम लोग 30 कहते हैं, 15 दिन का अंतर होता है। आपका 15 दिन बाद शुरू होता है, हमारा 15 दिन पहले होता है।
लेकिन साउथ में अगर तमिल मतलब we don't even follow that, we follow only Surya.
Moon is near apogee
Not
once every
even,
month.
Shukladi or
Okay,
Krishnadi, dono
very fast. And apogee itself keeps revolving in its around sun, around the earth in 8.8 years. So this is, yeah. So this is the statistics you can see in these thousands of years. How many times you can find a match?
Sir, पर हो सकता है, but point I'm trying to make is in that day it is a match. In 3067 BC it is a match.
Yeah.
Okay, there is one more point.
Morning you were not here.
अभी आपको एक और point पता है।
Morning you were not here. I showed that over this period of 5,000 years, wherever you put a hand, you can find dozens of matches because all astronomical things are cyclic.
No. One second. I will give you yet another match which nobody else has found. Drone has left his body, correct? He's a yogi leaving his body, and this is not Bhishma because Bhishma was waiting for Uttarayan. You remember? अब आपको आश्चर्य होगा, ताज्जुब होगा, अगर आपको पता चले कि ये कब होता है, हमारे योगिक शास्त्र से कब होता है, तो गंडांत पे होता है। जब चंद्र गंडांत में जाता है तो उस समय योगी जो होते हैं वो अपना शरीर छोड़ते हैं,
उत्क्रमण करते हैं।
तीन गंडांत है हमारे लिटरेचर, हमारे जो जोड़ियाक है उसमें 3 ही गंडांत आते हैं। और उसमें ये गंडांत कब आता है, उसका नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग, exactly when the text is saying that drone is actually getting killed.
Okay,
Right.
maybe.
So, but what I'm
There
saying
may
is
be 1,000-year difference between.
one second. And now the problem is like this. आपका प्रॉब्लम क्या है, क्योंकि आपने श्रवण टू पुष्य लिया है।
नहीं, मैंने कुछ नहीं। Just you have astronomically, if you go by other evidences, you get the year 16,500 BC.
16,500 BC किसका आपने लिया?
अगर हम उसको उलट दें, मतलब पुष्य, बाकी सब चीज़ों में हमारी मैच कर रही है, except this one. So if we take the his departure in Pushya and arrival in Shravan, and then you are this 14-day moon, I quoted name, but listen, then this winter solstice comes in Shravishta only in 16,500.
Right. Now I'll tell you what is the problem with that. Because now you have not taken Saturn at Aldebaran. आपने Saturn Aldebaran पे लिया ही नहीं।
They are all cyclic every 20 years.
वो भी वो cyclic भाई। वाह, नागरिक जी देखिए, cyclic, सब cyclic है। पर साइकिल करते करते ऐसे 15-20 साइकिल एक जगह पे आए।
एक जगह पर ये यूनिक नहीं है।
नहीं है यूनिक।
No.
3067 BC is a very unique date.
If you
because Saturn is at Aldebaran, Mars has performed a retrograde motion. उसका ज्येष्ठान हो रहा था, whatever you want. That these two things are there. That there is that the two lunar eclipses, the solar eclipse. 1 second. And you have got Pushya to Shravana. Now that Pushya to Shravana, why hundreds of people have claimed it and then left it, and nobody comes to debate with me anymore on that. There is a reason for it, because that I have checked every year from 5500 BC right up to 1 AD, and it is an impossibility.
It is not.
Yes, Pushya to Shravana with the Nakshatra.
It happens.
It happens every year.
16,000 years.
No, but 16,000 years ago, Mahabharata didn't take place.
Exactly.
We know that.
Exactly.
But it took place in 5,000 years ago. That's what I'm saying. आप समझ रहे हैं? मतलब 5,000 पहले, 5,000 वर्ष पहले definitely हुआ है।
No, but
और उस समय
your main thing of equinox in not equinox, winter solstice in Shravishta does not match.
winter solstice. Yeah, that's full moon. Basically, you take. Yeah, that year there is an Adhik Masa. You see,
That you are fixing the thing.
Yeah.
Now, what I am
it is there.
no. I show you. Okay, it is clearly mentioned.
That's somewhat impartial.
No, one shlok very clearly says that winter is the first season of the year, and Shravishta is the first nakshatra of the year. When your Vedanga Jyotish which we were talking about, that says that winter solstice was in Shravishta nakshatra. So everything has been done.
भंडारी जी, आप एक काम करो, आप सैटरडे टाइडे बना, मार्स परफॉर्मिंग द retrograde motion at Jesta Anuradha, and along with Pushya Sampraya Rosmi Shravane Anuradha, with Shukla Trayodashi to Amamasya, that's 14th war night being visible, moonrise of Krishna Ekadashi. आप लाओ ना कोई बरस, लाओ ना, आप लाओ, मैंने हर बरस चेक किया है, क्योंकि यही मेरा एक काम हुआ करता था एक जमाने में, मैंने अनफॉर्चुनेटली पूरा चेक किया हुआ है, नहीं किसी बरस में नहीं गए,
Based on
लाओ,
अच्छा, I'll ask you one simple question. Okay, you can calculate roughly right now and tell me. You know what INR is? मालूम है ना? अभी उसकी वैल्यू एक्सेप्टेड वैल्यू जो आप लेते हैं मालूम है? ठीक है? Now 5,000 years you are saying, backward calculate करके मुझे बताइए उस INR के हिसाब से divided by 5,000 years आपका precession rate क्या आता है? It will come down to 30 seconds, which is all against the natural laws. So ऐसा नहीं कर सकते ना कि sun is rising in the west and then
नहीं बट सर, पर इधर तो वही बता रहे हैं ना लोग, आप तो वही बता रहे हैं,
नहीं, मैं
अगर 14th war night को आप full moon ले बैठे हो, तो you are making, but moon is rising in the west.
see unless you fix the period.
है ना, मतलब मैं क्या समझ रहे हो, मैं क्या जहाँ अमावस्या की तरफ जा रहा है चंद्र, तो आपने ले लिया full moon.
You know,
ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता.
in another this calendar reform committee report, Shravishta is mentioned as Shravana in the Gorakhpur edition, and there they have determined the time of Mahabharata as 400 AD. So depending on where you take.
Let me say one more thing. Okay, if we take away all the internal markers of Mahabharata, I can take Mahabharata to any year, and this is what precisely most of the scholars have done.
That's what I'm saying.
But if I take away all this, but why do you want to take away all this?
You have to first fix the time.
Hey, I'm saying
window.
नहीं sir, आप assumption क्यों ले रहे हो?
Assumption नहीं है.
Assumption है क्योंकि
observation है. That's an observation written there
come before. मेरा favorite है कि बुद्धा cannot come before Yudhishthir, you know. जैसे वो कुछ लोग बोलते हैं ना, तो मतलब point क्या है कि युधिष्ठिर ही आए थे पहले.
नहीं, आप check करके देखो. What rate of precession?
बुद्ध के check करना पड़ेगा. As per Lobina Thapar, she replied to my tweet 4 years back. She said Buddha came before Yudhishthir, and we should learn from Buddha how to give forgiveness. This is replied by tweet she put up. It's in public. It got tens of thousands of likes.
That is guesswork.
No, that's not one. Digital footprint.
Point ऐसा है, देखिए, शुक्ल पक्ष से जांच करना, माघ मास से पार्थ्यो, राजा उन्हें नक्षत्र में परफेक्टली बैठ रहे हैं 3066 BC में 17 अब आप बोल रहे हैं भाई इस डेट पे भी बैठ सकता है, उस डेट में 16,000 बरस पहले बैठ सकता है, पर 16,000 बरस पहले तो महाभारत हुआ
नहीं है, इसीलिए
ठीक है ना. अच्छा, और एंड प्लस आई से वन मोर थिंग, 10 और 11,000 BC के पहले आप कैलकुलेशन बैक कैलकुलेशन करेंगे तो वो भी नॉट नेसेसरी दैट इज
करेक्ट नहीं आएगी,
राइट. सो इट इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी प्रॉब्लमैटिक. सो पॉइंट इज हमको पता है कि रफली आप लोग 5,500 BC से लेके 1000 AD तक ले लो आप, ठीक है ना. तो उसी पॉइंट में अगर एक बरस में सब आ रहा है तो क्या प्रॉब्लम? 3067 BC में बैठ रहा है, आपको कोई किसी को आपत्ति हो तो you find another year and everything fit.
You've seen a list of 8 different determinations, and that is the problem we are meeting today. That why it's a bunch of dates by different people.
That's why I've written 3 books. That's why I wrote 3 books during the pandemic, debunking each and every claim, including eclipses, including pilgrimage,
आप calculate करके देखो ना precession rate क्या आता है आपको 5,000.
See, देखिए.
But because you cannot deny that Shravishta was in, I mean, winter solstice was in Shravishta.
Secondly, हमारा जो आदि शंकराचार्य जो महान व्यक्ति आके गए हैं, now that person is dated to 509 BC in so many matas. मतलब 3-4 वर्ड तो ऐसे ही मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ कि मतलब पता है वो, that is what they have said. Archibald has come out with one thing, but even three Bhattas have come out with it.
That
So
we are not.
wait. There is an official statement of Government of India few years ago of 509 BC. So they have said because we want to get rid of this whole confusion. So if Adi Shankaracharya is 509 BC, Buddha तो 1806 BC हो गए. मतलब I am simply saying. देखिए anyway, okay. By the way, I am argumentative person. So वो ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं
I also love argument.
The discussion. I mean, महाभारत तो अपने हम महाभारत के astronomical से बात करेंगे. I mean, yeah, we can open it up. Secondly, we just last paper. Let's stick to what we were originally talking. If we to this day, if we say that okay, Balrama he left in Pushya, Shravana, 48 days, I agree with that. We have different reasoning. But then if you try to put that with what Bhishma says, that 58 days from I've been on this deathbed. Let me finish. I'm not saying. Yeah. So 58 days, and you have to count, and then so 10th day of war he falls, and then you have to add 58 days, and you enter near the winter solstice. In your dating, you cannot do that without adding Adhik Masa, right? And now we have to agree on the ground rules. How to fix an Adhik Masa? You cannot randomly say that, okay, I decide that it's on Pushya that I'm going to call it Adhik Masa. I mean, there are certain rules. और rules क्या है? We go by Sankrapana. उस lunar month में जो the sun transition from one zodiac to another determines the name of the month. And if there is no transition, then it is Adhik Masa, right? We cannot just randomly say, okay, I like this month and I'm going to call it Adhik Masa. And that's exactly where the problem comes in. And what Ashok, let me finish. What Ashok ji and what I am telling her, I mean, he proved it long time ago on his paper, and then I also reproved it, that if you want to put Magha Shukla Ashtami in near winter solstice, then you cannot have anything observable. But then if you say I'm going to invent a calendar and I'm going to name months based on what I feel like, then yeah, you can bring in other days. But then observably it is not possible. In simple 2-line rule, every 19 years Magha Paurnami repeats on a certain point in zodiac. And if you want to have winter solstice over there, then you can calculate from now how many years back it was. And it has to be one of those 19 points because it keeps repeating. And then once you go beyond 3000, your winter solstice cannot fall on now. So all of you, mathematically you can prove it. And Ashok ji has written it in his paper too. Now when we come back over here, how can we do it? Then we have to call Falguna Paurnami as Magha Paurnami, and then we have to say Magha Masa as Adhika Masa. Now if you want to claim that, does that pass the test of Adhika Masa? Test number 1, there should be no Surya Sankramana. In 3067 BC, is there Surya Sankramana? Yes, there is Surya Sankramana, and it clearly says it's Magha. If you have Makar Shankranti, that is Pushya Masa. Then if you have Kumbha Shankranti, it's Magha Masa. And you have Kumbha Shankranti, that's Magha Masa. It's clear from the definition. And what's the second thing for Adhika Masa? There should be no Sankramana. You should fit between two zodiac signs, the whole lunar month. And now what happens, the month you are choosing for Adhika Masa is 30 plus days. 30 plus days, you'll guarantee that you'll have one Sankramana. Your Adhika Masa has to be the shortest month of the year, not the longest month. So I mean, it's failing every test of Adhika Masa definition. Now when it fails all the tests, I mean, you cannot just say that, okay, I like this month and that's Adhika Masa.
Okay, now you said all that, right? I have got a Panchang maker, independent Panchang maker, who has done the calculation for Adhika Masa for BC years. He has made an app. Okay? Drik Panchang. They have done it. They have found Adhika Masa in that year. It is Adhika Masa. That's the end of it. आप सोचें, मैं सोचूं, Amit, I have said that there are 13 new moons in that year. Okay? That is the way I proved it. That is the way I was thinking about it. But this guy has gone about it according to the Greek Panchang rules. The rules. And he has come up with the Adhika Masa. And there is an app. You can check the app.
Yeah, but is it the month that you are telling? It is not.
Sir, it doesn't
Because
need
it
to
breaks
be.
the rule of
No,
it.
it doesn't need to be.
It has to be.
No, sir.
Adhika
It
Masa
doesn't.
is a specific
Arey,
definition.
nahi, Baba, it doesn't need to be. The point I'm trying to make, the Adhik Bhadrapada is finding in that, and that month over there, right at the end, that comes as a Magha Masa. That is the end of it.
Adhik Mas.
Achha, it doesn't come in every year, right?
Adhik Mas means
Ah.
it was being followed by Pandavas, okay? Or you are calculating only now. If it was being followed, then it has to be determined according to the rules of the calendar in vogue at that time. Okay, and at that time, March never was Adhik Mas. It was.
March is not Adhik.
Which one was is your thing?
Bhadrapada.
Yeah, she will tell.
Yeah, but you are not using Bhadrapada.
What are the Adhik Mas?
You are, according to you, the month of
Bhadrapada to be independent Panchang Meka.
in the 1367 BC dating, the month that you are calling Adhikas,
According to this year, it's come out with
so basically there's Kartika, followed by Margashira, then Pushya, then Magha. And then you call Magha as Adhika, and then you call Falguna as Falguna.
Yeah, because Greek
Surya Siddhanta you can't use because the last Surya Siddhanta samskara was done in 11th century AD. At the end of it. Okay, you try to back calculate it, it's not going to come. Anyway, but the point I'm trying to make is, it's neither you are calculating nor I am calculating it. An independent Panchang Maker is now come out with it.
I am a Panchang Maker.
Sir, आप पंचांग मेकर होंगे, ये पंचांग मेकर actually पंचांग दाता है.
No, I am the Panchang Maker of the government of India.
In fact, Raghavendra Mat Panchanga, Madhva Panchanga, Raghavendra Mat Panchanga says, we have to use Surya Siddhanta for all our Shastra, Dharma, Shraddha, Karma. Only for date of birth. Suppose a child is born now and the Muhurta has to be fixed now and the Prashna is done now. For that only that should be used. This is told in Raghavendra Panchanga and all the Madhva people following Raghavendra Panchanga.
I mean, we don't have to say this Panchanga is right or that Panchanga is right. There are basic rules, we have to agree on those rules. While we have Sanskrit scholars here, we can ask what is the definition of Adhika Masa. If there are Surya Sankramana, if there is no Surya Sankramana, जब कोई सूर्य संक्रमण नहीं है, देखिए दो से अधिक मास होते हैं, उसमें दो
संक्रांति मास और
हाँ, और जब दो आते हैं तो वो क्षय मास हो जाता है।
विसंक्रांति मास
हाँ, बेसिक डेफिनेशन। अब यहाँ जो है वो जो मतलब कुंभ संक्रांति हो रहा है और उस मास को ये माघ मास नहीं बोल रहे, संक्रांति हो रहा है, सॉफ्टवेयर बता रहे हैं, उसको माघ मास नहीं मान रहे, वो उसे बोल रहे वो अधिक मास। हाँ, नहीं, the sun is changing zodiac sign in the month which you are calling Adhika Masa. And if it changes sign, it cannot be Adhika Masa. That breaks the rule. And और जब कोई संक्रांति नहीं है, दो संक्रांति के बीच में 30 दिन का गैप। अब ये एक लूनर मंथ है जो 30 दिन से भी बड़ा है, तो वो अधिक मास हो सकता है क्या? उसमें तो एक संक्रांति लगेगा ही लगेगा। तो हम कोई भी ऐसा मास उठा के हम ये नहीं बोल सकते अधिक मास।
आपका एंटायर ये चल रहा है क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम क्या है, देखिए किसी भी बरस में 4th day after winter solstice, 3rd day, 4th day, 5th day आप किसी भी बोल दो, रोहिणी नक्षत्र, this माघ मास, फिर शुक्लाष्टमी, in middle of part of the day, आ ही नहीं सकता।
तो आया ना हमारा?
नहीं आ रहा है। नहीं सर, मैंने कैलकुलेट किया, मेरे थर्ड बुक में आपको दिखा सकता हूँ।
कमेंट हुआ है, it's a peer reviewed journal.
Peer reviewed का क्या है? आपको यहाँ पे
दो
shall I bring it out over here?
आइए
यहाँ सॉफ्टवेयर
it's here.
सर सॉफ्टवेयर है मेरे पास।
सॉफ्टवेयर मेरे पास
कौन सा है?
मेरे पास दोनों अब मेरे
योगा यहाँ मेरी बात है, आपका चलिए
हमने फोरग्राउंड में बहुत सॉफ्टवेयर बनाए।
आपने प्रॉब्लम क्या किया है?
I will give one additional information. My son is a PhD in astrodynamics from Purdue University. Now he is working on satellite systems, control systems. They get the data. He writes the codes and otherwise for the satellite controls. He says they get the data from JPL NASA from 1600 to in the future. Now it is J2000.
No,
Up to
there is no
They
problem.
say only those data are reliable.
Yes.
Beyond 1600 CE, the data is not reliable. Whatever planetary or moon data.
You will see
are
this,
not- Yes.
my paper.
JPL says so. They don't use.
We have used NASA's DE200, LE200 FFL.
इसका सर कल कंटिन्यू किया जाए क्या?
Francis, VS
आज का सत्र समाप्त किया जाए।
latest computing science.
And the NASA website itself gets written.
Or if we follow NASA, the problem is that 3067 BCE, the month they acquired Adhika Masa as a Pushya Phenomena. Then how can you call it an Adhika Masa? Right? I mean, it doesn't matter.
I will give you a better explanation for that. Perihelion. In perihelion, the earth will be moving very fast. That's why Kshaya Masa can happen in Maga or in Dhanu Masa, in the Pushya Masa, in these times. There cannot be a Adhika Masa in these periods. That's why it can be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
वेद जी आए हैं तो अधिक मास ये कह रहे हैं, ये विश्वभार जी कह रहे हैं कि 3 के BC में आ ही नहीं सकता क्योंकि अधिक मास वो प्रॉब्लम ही आ जाता है। किसी भी वर्ष में वो अधिक मास में कैलकुलेशन
नहीं होता है, अधिक मास होता है।
फिर 3067 बीच में हो रहा है।
हाँ होगा जरूर।
हाँ,
आजकल
हाँ हो रहा है।
आजकल वेदांत ज्योतिष में
वो अधिक मास का डेफिनेशन ब्रेक कर रहा है। अधिक मास तो होता है।
Follow Vedanta Jyotishan.
Yes.
And we will consider. I have shown because we have to have this Kshayamasa. If we follow that 95-year cycle of Shatapada Brahmanas, where we need not to intercalate 1 month in the we have to, when you reconstruct it, then you will understand. We have to follow every time you follow the Magha and the winter solstice, because 15 to 14, you have to bring in somewhere closer to the winter solstice.
Yes, that is the point. See what happens?
When reconstructed.
Yeah, your year is 360 days long in Vedanga Jyotish. And every year you lose about 5 days, right? So after 5 such, 5 or 6, 5.25. So after 5 such years, your winter solstice will not occur in the desired month as defined in the calendar. So the month in which it is occurring, the previous month in which it has not occurred, you declare that as Adhik Mas, and the month in which the winter solstice occurs, the new yoga starts.
This is the reason.
Yeah.
This is the reason around 2000 BC
Yes.
they abandoned Magha Shukla calendar, followed Vaishakha.
Right.
But 2000 years के बाद again Ashwini आ गया, so then Chaitra Shukla, this is when we followed the Surya Siddhanta.
Right.
Surya Siddhanta को accept नहीं करते, it's a Asura tradition है, Deva नहीं है. Lata Deva tried to transform into Deva tradition. He instead of 1,80,000 year cycle, 4,32,000 cycle में बहुत कुछ किया, but that was not acceptable. But when Ayanansha concept came, then they think that only Surya Siddhanta is active. This is the calendrical tradition. Vedic Yuga to Mahabharata era, Magha Shukla the calendar only. Thereafter, after Mahabharata era, we found the error in the calendar, then we abandoned. But Vedic rituals still, even today, they use only Magha Shukla the calendar.
They do.
Whenever they do the some Somayagas and other in South India, still they follow Magha Shukla the calendar. But the intercalation followed. Probably that was accurate during that period. It is not there because that time, if you start Vedic era, as per my date, it will go through more than 10,000 BC. Then that time,
That's right.
autumnal equinox to vernal equinox was bigger than the vernal equinox to autumnal equinox.
Actually, if you observe, even today it's not
That's
identical.
Milosevic cycles, no?
Yeah.
So that's why they selected autumnal Jivena Sharada Shatam.
Yes.
That's why what you are saying, winter solstice, actually that is the Sharad equinox in Earth.
Yes.
That goes to 13,500 BC. So
Correct.
this,
As yeah, if you-
because Jivena Sharada Shatam, Sharad was equivalent to the, that's why if we, then you Mrigashira, then they, though they are following equinox for the year, for nakshatras it was very easy to start winter solstice because it stands still easily 360 degree, you can have a 0 degree. They used winter solstice 0 degree, that's why Mrigashira winter solstice 11,200. Winter solstice in Rohini 10,200. 9,200 is Kritika. This is the Atharva Veda's time. Then it came to Ashwini 7,300. Then we shifted from 28 nakshatras to 27 nakshatras. This is how Vedanga Jyotisha was rewritten. Because 27 nakshatra Vedanga Jyotisha was not there prior to that.
And
So
Ashwini,
this is how the calendrical history. Then we will land up with
Ashwini was done actually according to heliacal rising. And when Ashwini disappeared, then your unisolar arrangement started. That is around 5,000, 6,000.
And when we, the Deva and Asura Veda,
Yes.
Asura Veda is actually later transformed into Avesta.
Yes.
If you read Avesta, in the first chapter itself, they are talking about 10 months winter, even 2 months after too harsh,
Yes.
and they are blaming Devas for this creation of the winter. It is actually younger Drayas.
Yes.
That's 10,007, 9,700. This is the younger Draya. At that time, Vedic Saraswati got extinct. That's why Saraswati Satra in Rig Veda itself is mentioned, the Nami Sati Sukta. So this is how, if we can reconstruct our chronology, it goes back to more than 14,000 BC where actually the real Vedic culture began, and that was the time monsoon became regular. It is not an ice age in India. In India, end of ice age is when southwest monsoon became regular. And agriculture evidences are everywhere. Even Gaura Deva goes back to 9,000 BC to 10,000.
Vishwamitra is also become ancient.
So this is the astronomy is giving. Now we need to, the problem is Vedic era to Mahabharata era, we were actually living in wooden houses only. Even Laksha agrees in wooden houses, not a, Laksha can be used only in wood and other things are wooden houses. But later that with the western side, these the so-called Indus Valley sailors, they were mostly influenced by the Sumerians and others. They started doing this brick-based houses, all those things. And these areas was called Aratta. In entire Mahabharata, they are talking about entire Punjab and up to Gujarat. They are talking about Aratta. And Karna Samvadana, Karna and Shalya Samvada. He is blaming Shalya that you are a Mlecha, you are a Bahlika, you are Aratta. There is a lot he is talking about. Actually, during Ramayana era, Raghu was fighting with this Bahlika. So these Mlechas, because the Afghanistan, they are Afghan people, they migrated to Afghanistan. Then they started migrating toward westwards. But they started migrating eastwards also. Then there was a resistance. They were using this so-called Indus script and this Aratta family. Later they became Rashtrakutas and Jats in our this is how the Iranian genes re-entered in it. Otherwise, genetic research says 10,000 BC, Indians and Persians separated. But this Iranian genes re-entered after 4,000 BC. This is actually so-called Indus Valley. The Indian cities only occupied by the. That's why the burials are actually the Scythian burials, not Indian. Indian always. इसलिए जो genetic studies है ना, जो वसंत शिंदे साहब ने जो किया, even the जहाँ पर सिनोली में, their ancestry is the same. Because the burials are actually Persian burials. Because the Scythians are intermixed with the Persians. That's why you are only finding Persian genes in the. Indians always cremated. तो इसलिए ये भी हो सकता है. This is how we can and 1300 years gap. तो मणि साहब बैठे हैं अगर we are explaining there is a two shakas merged. If Shakaira has two different and Buddha is dated, stratigraphy date also you have to 1300 years आपको पीछे ले जाना पड़ेगा, जिसको आप इंडस वैली साइट्स की डेट हम 1900 करते हैं. Probably that goes back to 32-3300, where actually Shantanu and Mahabharata era they reconquered and defeated the Scythians and established the during Mahabharata and also entire Punjab, entire Pakistan region and up to Gujarat, we are only talking about their Arattas.
And also Adi Shankaracharya is basically 509 BCE. So because if Adi Shankaracharya is 509 BCE and there are so many mathas which are saying that he is 509 BCE, Then the question of 1500, 1600, 1700, 1800 date for Mahabharata never arises.
But basic problem, any change in the Buddha's date will lead to reconciling massively entire world chronology. Without that, it is not. So that is a challenge that I have done now, 2-volume book what I published recently, to reconciling the world chronology, because without that you cannot escape.
There is radiocarbon.
If there is an error, then entire world chronology has to be reversed.
There is.
But all the Buddhist nations actually.
Not only Buddhist, what happened?
No, I'm saying that the Buddhist nations are accepting 1800
Yes.
Buddha.
No.
Sri Lanka did, Burma did.
Burma's done.
No, we all traditionally
Should be
say
done.
Guptas have to be dated 334 BC, not 320 BC. Archaeologists and historians keep on arguing, we never listen that there are Sasanis the Kataprago. If you have to date, then Sasanis have to be dated 600 years later.
There is in Lumbini.
That we never did. This was the reason we are unable to convince the world that how traditional chronology is correct.
If you look at the radiocarbon from that paper of Robinson of Lumbini, he is actually saying that the background material over there is 1500 to 1800 BCE radiocarbon.
Yes, yes.
And Lumbini, which is unknown before Buddha, how
Yes.
can you have it? How can you have it? So this is actually a real, like it's a smoking gun. That's a smoking gun. It's telling us that Buddha is 100%. And that is our traditional date. 1807
Archaeologists are there, half an hour I will explain
We should not
the
divert into that sphere, because discussing about the date of Buddha and the date of Shankaracharya is not the
No, he's
represent
using that
subject.
to say that it can't be the date for
Yeah.
Mahabharata and
That's
Sri
it.
Krishna.
The
That
thing
is
is that
the thing.
if 5000 plus date is you are giving to Shankaracharya, then
500.
500 BC.
509.
500.
509 BC. So that is, so the
No,
date,
it's a-
the
the
date
bottom
is
line
accepted by 3 or 4 of the matas have already accepted it. Government of India has passed a resolution, I think, a few years ago, saying that this is the date and there should be no more discussion on it. So government has actually already passed that. So the only question is now Buddha. Buddha, as we say, going to cause a major upheaval.
I have also excavated Kapilvastu, where I have found the date of 2100 BC.
Oh,
So that means it is a much
Continuous.
earlier date,
for Buddha.
not for
But of Kapilvastu.
site.
No, for the
And we know that
of civilization.
it came up
Of course.
during the time, the site came up during the time of Kapil Muni.
Amazing.
So it may be contemporary to that. And then Buddha will be definitely later than
1800.
Correct, 1807 we have said.
Kota Missile has done.
No,
Vijayawada, Kota Ji has done that.
Entire traditional chronology cannot be validated without correcting the Buddhism.
Correct.
That is the massive correction what actually the archaeology it takes, because a lot of due diligence has to be done. So that we cannot run away from that hard work. We have to do it.
Some in the future. But
Actually,
E.J.
our
Rapson
people-
is the first one to use a date for Buddha, right? Calls it provisional.
Who is that?
E.J. Rapson.
No, finally, whenever you are changing Buddha's data, cannot be isolation. Suddenly you have to
No, it takes
Mahavansha,
everything.
Deepavansha, entire Sri Lankan chronology that is interlinked with the Tamil chronology.
Yes.
Then, if it is then Sri Lankan chronology linked with the Burmese chronology.
Yes.
Then it is Tibetan, Tibetan's China, China's Persia. Then you have to review the entire world chronology.
But
We should
the
begin
thing
with-
is,
Then I have done.
This
Now I
is
have
like-
published
if
two
No,
volumes.
this is like-
excavation is done again
This
and
is like
again.
pulling a lotus from a pot.
This is relative, na? You can't put somebody in isolation.
If the archaeologists do excavations again at Lumbini and again, start looking at it again, are we, I'm saying, archaeologists from India, because that is really important. Because you need an indigenous person to do it, who is not biased. Bias has to be gone.
Apart from that, certain methodologies, we are talking about only 660-year chronological error. What is happening? They say, I am doing carbon dating. Carbon data, C14, raw carbon data is a scientific data. But calibration is not a science. Calibration is, I think I beg pardon for that, calibration is an assumption that how to adjust what are the chronological timelines in that. So if there is an error, then calibration also has to be improved. Probably positive calculation is required or negative calculation is that only once chronology is established, then calibration business logic can be validated. So raw carbon years also we have to keep it because generally it is assumed by the archaeologists carbon years can't be translated into calendar years. Calibration is the must. Then calibration has to include always negative calibration only. Raw data is actually pointing it little more ancient data.